Hi everyone, Forrest here with Honey Pots, and today is, I'm not sure what today is. It's before Christmas and it's December. And there's snow on the ground, just a little bit, just a dusting, and it is so beautiful. I love snow, and that's a good thing considering I live in the Mitten State. Um, but it's lovely. It is. I like it outside when it snows. I don't like driving in it. But I do like it when I'm in my home and I've got my pellet burning stove going, keeping us nice and toasty. Um, so yeah, that's nice. What I wanted to talk to you about today are geraniums. They're one of my true loves. I've grown them for the most of my life. Haven't started any from seed yet, which is odd. So I think I might do that this year if I can find some really nice seeds of something different. Um, who knows, maybe do some cuttings or something. We'll see. But usually what I do is in the winter, I bring them in pot and all, and I fill up this room with them. I can't move from all the geraniums. I love them. I like the way their leaves smell. I know some people don't, but I do. I have them hanging in pots. I've got them covering my work table here. I have them all in all the shelves, and I just can't get anything done for all the pots that are winterizing in my garden room. So I decided to look it up online and see what I could do. And I dug up all my plants outside, dusted off the soil, and I got a big box, and I do have a big box of them here. I'm going to grab one of them here. Let me grab another one. That way I can show you when they do the little weird leaf thing. Okay, sorry. This guy feels really good. And you can see the stems are still nice and green on him. And they're nice and firm. These over here are a little squishy. I may trim those off. I may wait until spring to do that. I'm not sure. Don't know what to do because this is my first year doing this to see if it really does work. They're supposed to go into some sort of dormant state, but I've noticed that they've been getting these funky yellowy leaves on them. You know, the leaves that say, we're not getting enough light. So I don't know if that's a good or bad or doesn't really matter type of thing, but I'll go in and I'll mist their roots. You're supposed to put them in like this, roots up, and that should keep them through the winter, and then you can go out and plant them. Yeah, I don't know if the person who suggested this, or actually there's a lot of people who suggest it, are in zone 5 and have the long winter that we do here, or if they're more in a southern area to where they don't have such a long winter and they keep well there as compared to here. Another thing that I have done is I was out lolling around and found a greenhouse and went in and I found the most gorgeous geranium. It's a brocade geranium and it's called Mrs. Pollock. I have the tag to her here. I'll try and get it so you guys can see. I wish it were bigger. The leaves on it are what I was after. The flowers are just secondary. They aren't that big round geranium head that I love. They're just like little stems with a couple little flowers on them, and the flowers are like an orangey red, which, I mean, they're not hideous, but the leaves are just incredible. The tips of the leaves are like a bright yellow, and the yellow is almost white. They're so bright, and then it immediately dives into like a mahogany red burgundy-ish color, which just makes it gorgeous. It just pops, and then the center of it is green. The center of the leaf is green on it, and it really just pops, and I love it in the landscape. So I wound up buying 2 trays. Yeah. bought them all that they had. I bought them all. Um, but I put them in my greenhouse. And my greenhouse, to winterize, to keep them over the winter in the pots. I gave them a good watering, trimmed them back, zipped up my greenhouse. Yeah, I don't have a fancy greenhouse with a door. It has a zipper door. Um, and a couple days later, I went out and the zipper was open. And my plants were mush and the soil was frozen solid on them. But I'm not about to give up hope. I brought them in, put them in the basement, let them thaw out a bit. I've checked a few. They seem pretty good. So I'm going to show you here what I'm going to do. I'm kind of going to do the box thing, but they're still in soil. I wish I would have given up some of my space in my garden room to these beautiful, beautiful geraniums, but I was being stubborn. No, not me. But you can see them here. This one, oh, that's a leaf. I thought it was mold. But you can see it here, and it is looking really good in that pot. Not really, being facetious here. And it's just mushy. I got my gloves on. I really do prefer not to wear gloves, but I am allergic to everything. I don't know how this happened, but I am. I was okay when I was younger, but we won't go into that thing, the age thing. Anyways, I'm going to remove all the soil from here and keep my hands safe. And the weirdest thing, I'm sorry, I know I'm getting off track here, about my allergies is I'm allergic to bees. And Miss Honeypot here keeps bees. We'll go into that this spring, and maybe I'll share with you one of my hideous looking stings that welts up. Looks like someone beat me. So anyways, I got all the soil off of here. I'm going to take my glove off here because I want to feel it. The roots feel good. They're nice and pliable. Yeah, but the stems are just, the stems here, I don't know if you can see that. It's like mushing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this little lady back here. There we go. And it's still like brown and kind of hard. So I don't see any wick in there. So I don't know. The roots look good. Who knows? For those of you who don't know what wick is kind of like the measurement of life in a plant. The center of it will be green. And it's a good way to check like your trees or your shrubs in the winter that are deciduous, that lose their leaves in the winter. And to see if, you can nip off one and say, did it make it? It feels kind of brittle to me. I don't know, it's taking its time. You can do that to see if there's wick in there. Just nip off a little bit of it and that will let you know. Okay, I'm going to finish up the rest of these. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me do, how many I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I just did about 4 or 5 of them. So yeah, like you want to sit and watch me dust dirt off my roots all day long. Who knows, you may like that. So anyways, again, happy holidays. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. And if you have any questions, post them down below. If you want me to go over anything else and do any other type of video that you're interested in, please let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. But make sure you leave your information here on YouTube, your questions here on YouTube, so I can get back with you on that. And Thanks for watching.